All right, we're at Highline Park. This is, we're heating up. Election time is coming soon. And the Democratic Party of Arapahoe County has kind of organized this mass gathering to get out the vote. Canvas launch. What's the date? Today is October 8th, I believe. We're just gonna walk over there and see what people have to say. We'll see if someone says, turn off your camera. Hey, Ruben. Ruben,
Yes,
how's it
sir.
going? Dolan,
Thank you.
we're recording.
Okay.
How are you feeling? Are you feeling confident?
I'm feeling good right now.
Yeah?
So, yeah. I think after the debates, I think hopefully people saw the contrast between the two of us. And I think, how much substance he had as opposed to me. Like I said, I going to push my experiences. And, I think if voters are smart and savvy, they'll understand that and, make that clear choice.
What are the people saying in Ward 3? Well, is there like a theme that you're seeing a trend with what people are most concerned
certainly
with?
Around all the issues that I've addressed, which are, affordable housing, livable wages, the unhoused definitely, and certainly policing. I've heard all 4 of those areas that I'm focusing on. So I think that's a good, pulse of what's been happening. And that's from a variety of age groups as well. So from young adults all the way up to elderly. So they've been kind of pretty universal.
Okay, nice. And where can we go if we want to get involved with your campaign, if we want to canvass for you?
Go to Medina, the number 4, Aurora.com. Thank you.
Okay. Excellent. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the people?
Yeah, just tell the people to come out, make sure to vote November 2nd. Make sure you mark my name, Ruben Medina. And if you want to help with us, feel free to go to the website and feel free to join or phone bank or certainly donate to our campaign.
Nice. Sounds good. Well, good luck, Ruben.
Thank you.
All right, Charlie. Grab it whenever you're ready.
Hey.
Your hands full right now, so don't worry.
We're rolling, so yeah. Jan, right?
Yep.
How are you doing?
Good.
You excited about this election?
I am.
You think we're going to make some history?
I'm
Get a majority Democrat in the Aurora City Council?
Yep.
Who's your favorite candidate?
I love all our candidates. I think they're all just a powerful team. And if we can get them in there, I think that Aurora is going to be so much better for it.
Go to your
So I'm excited.
Excellent,
We can
nice.
get you pre-signed out so that after we do the rally and everything, then y'all can just get out of here. So we've got Ward 1 here. We've got Ward 2 here. We've got Ward 3. All the wards have John Ronquillo and Candice Bailey and APS slate lit, or AEA slate lit, and then we also have Ann Keke here, our other Democrat running for APS. Woo! So get yourself stacked up. If you haven't met Ann, she is here. I think Crystal's here so far. Brian is here. Ruben is here. I'm sure. John is here. Candice is here. Woo! Brian is here. Yeah, so if you want to expedite your situation, come grab some lit, and we will gather up a little bit closer to 10:15. But meet people, say hi, take pictures. Yes, sir.
And Keke, how's it going?
Sir.
We're rolling.
Amazing.
How are you doing?
Day to be out here.
So Ann Keke is running for. Can we come over to the side so it's not as loud? Ann Keke is running for Aurora School Board.
Yes.
And what are you? I've always wondered what the school board does. I don't want you to give us a whole explanation, but can you give us a little idea as to what the school board does?
Absolutely. We check curriculum. We help with that. We also help with funding, and we manage. We try and see how funding is dispersed or appropriated in the district school, in our schools. Across the whole district. In a nutshell, these are the two main things outside of the little things that we're doing as well. We also make sure that there is community engagement. Which
let's come to the side so that we can hear you better. Sorry, don't worry, I'm not gonna.
We also make sure that there is community engagement, which is something that is lacking right now in our district. In a nutshell, that's what school board members do.
And what inspired you to run? What made you think, you know what, I'm just going to do this? And
what inspired me to run? The beautifully diverse people of Aurora inspired me to run. Hearing people of Aurora saying that they want to be involved into our schools and can't find a way to do that inspired me to run. I'm simply a parent, and I also teach in Aurora.
I didn't know that. Cool.
Really, that's what inspired me to run. Regular people wanting to run, and then finally asking me to be their voices. People that have been shut out of the education system who really want to be part of the solution. Asking me to run is what really inspired me to run.
So what do you think is most important? So I would say that my 4 most important subjects for teaching kids is number 1, philosophy, number 2, civil service, number 3, these aren't all in order chronological, but 3, computer science, and 4, financial literacy. But what are your most important subjects when it comes to teaching kids? What do they have to learn when they get out into the real world? What do you think is most important?
School is just an extension of what is just an extension of home training. Okay.
Of home training?
Yes.
Okay.
We just in school reinforce, what they're learning at home. Not only that, but we give them also extra training, which is making sure they know how to read properly, how to do math properly, because these are things that are not going away. Right? And then now with the afflux of people or students that are very open-minded, now there's this career technical education piece that is in there. Philosophy is definitely important, right? Civics is definitely important. There is so much that we can teach our kids, but the main thing is making sure that they have the basics. What are the basics? Learning how to read, learning how to do math. Reading will take you everywhere. Because everything is in articles, everything is in books, and if you don't know how to read, it is hard to decipher what is going on.
Yeah. So you're originally from, is it the Ivory Coast?
That's correct. I'm originally from the Ivory Coast.
Wow.
My first language is not English, and I hope that inspires
people. So what language?
I have learned English. My first language is French. Then comes Spanish. Then comes English is my third language.
Is there a native language in the Ivory Coast?
The native language is French. We are over 164 tribes.
That's what happens when you get colonized, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there is no native language per se. There are different tribes, but the trade language is called Dioula. And
Dioula, do you know that language at all?
I do speak Dioula as well.
That's awesome.
I do, because everybody has to speak the trade language.
Yeah. Cool. Well, so how long have you been in the U.S.?
I have been in the U.S. for almost 2 decades now.
And how often do you go back to Africa to visit?
I try to go every 5 years or so.
And when you come back, are you like, I'm gonna miss Africa? Because so I went to Africa, I went to Zambia, and I got more culture shock coming back to America than I did going to Africa.
I carry Africa always in my heart. And guess what? There are a lot of immigrants here that make me feel at home.
Oh, nice. Is there a big African community in Aurora?
There is a big African community
That's
in
great.
Aurora, but more than that, there's a big immigrant community, and we share the same values, and we share the same cultures. Amazingly enough. it doesn't matter where they're coming from. Middle East, South America. We just created a bond here that makes us feel at home. So home is always in our heart.
That's great. So Ethiopia is the biggest immigrant community in Aurora. What's the second biggest African community in Aurora? Do you know? And then what after that?
After that would be the Nigerian and the Ghanaians.
Interesting. Cool. Well, thanks for giving us your time. I appreciate it, and good luck.
Thank you.
So Ann Keke's running for Aurora School Board.
Correct. Please vote for me by November 2nd.
And is there
your ballots early?
Is there anywhere we can go to get more involved in your campaign? Do you have a website?
Absolutely. Go to annkeke.com, ANNEKEKE.com, and sign up to volunteer. We are actually out here right now. Please come on up. We need more bodies.
Excellent. Sounds good. It's great talking to you.
Bye-bye.
Dr. Keke, how you doing this morning?
Looks like we got a group picture going here.
But a lot of people will say, they'll put down their name even if they're not actually registered. So it's I don't know, based on the rates that other campaigns have had, I think we'll be fine. But frankly, don't have as large of a buffer as they did, so it'll be close.
Crystal,
Hey, it's good to see you.
what's going on? How, are you happy with the way things are going? Yeah? And what are you running on primarily? What are you running on primarily?
I am running on, I'm running for re-election to Ward 1. Issues that are important there: affordable housing, livable wages, and justice for our community. Those are the three things that I have been doing work on the last 4 years and want to continue doing if I'm re-elected.
Great, sounds good. Well, is there anything else you'd like to tell the people?
The people?
The people of Aurora, and especially Ward 1?
I'd love to have a conversation. Ballots are being mailed out. If you should be getting your ballot in the mail soon. If you're worried about not being able to vote, there might be extenuating circumstances. I just wanted to share that there are a couple options to make sure that you have the ability to vote. So let's say you won't be at your physical address during mailing time. I had a constituent with a potential medical issue worried about being hospitalized during that time. So you can change your mailing address. It's not changing your voter registration, just your mailing address for this election. If you need to mail it to a different location, or a family member who can bring it to you if you might be in the hospital. You can also go to govotecolorado.gov and vote as an ADA person. There's no definition. There isn't it's like an honor system, using your best judgment and ability. And you would be able to vote today. You would print your mail ballot from home, fill it out, either drop it off at a secure Dropbox location or mail it in the mail. And then last, you can vote emergency, which is similar process to our veterans who are voting are overseas, to our military and armed forces who are overseas. So if you are not physically here but still want to vote, you can vote digitally if you vote emergency on November 1st and 2nd. So you would just fill out a digital ballot. And you can contact, this is information I got from the Arapahoe County Clerk. Their office will be able to give you even more detail about how to be able to do
Great.
that. So
Crystal, I think Crystal, you're the only one that's doing this, so I'm so glad that you're doing that.
Yeah, thank you.
So where can people go to get more involved with your campaign, to canvass for you?
Yeah, so you can visit my website. That's Murillo, Murillo, the number 4, Aurora.com. There's a donate page. There's issues, all of my issues, my past work, and then there's a volunteer sign up as well.
Great.
But thank you, Dolan. I appreciate you talking to folks. But I'm gonna go ahead and keep talking to other folks before they head off. Make sure my volunteers have everything that they need.
Excellent. Thanks for your time.
Yeah.
There's Swan Marcano.
Also, he just took the bar, and so he's like a full-fledged attorney now. So we're super proud.
John Ronquillo, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Doing great.
You feeling confident?
Feeling good.
Yeah?
Show up, everybody who's here. Turnout is really great. We've got all these people estimated to hit roughly 2,000 doors today, so we're ready for it.
Whoa. So what do you think separates you from the competition? What's going to get you over the hump?
What separates me from the competition and what might get me over the hump are probably two different things. I think what separates me from the competition is just the community embeddedness, making sure that I'm part of the community, involved in the community, the service I've provided in the time that I've lived here, being active, being on the ground, and you know, knowing the community, being involved, and knowing that we have differences in neighborhoods in Ward 1 versus Ward 6, for example, and making sure that there's a good, strong finger on the pulse of our communities and what they need right now. You know, I've said before, I think my lived experience, the ups and downs I've experienced in life, paired with my training in education and policy analysis and data.
Yeah, I looked up your profile on LinkedIn. Whoa. How many like master's degrees do you have?
Just one, but I mean,
but you've got a lot of other like certificates and stuff, right?
You know, I have a doctorate.
Yeah, I suggest everyone go on to LinkedIn and look up John Ronquillo's profile. It is jam-packed with all kinds of goodies.
Well, thanks, Dylan.
But yeah, so is there anything else you'd like to tell the people of Aurora?
It's a critical time. This race is critical. The people that you choose to be on the city council are going to be people who are going to be guiding the city into its future. And I want people to make sure that they take a good look at who's running, the reasons why they're running, what their background is, and what their vision is. What kind of a plan do you have? It's enough to have talking points and things that we can repeat on the campaign trail, but it's also time that we really take a lot of these issues seriously and look at where we're going to actually make traction on them, actionable items and solutions.
Nice. So how can we get more involved with your campaign? Where can we go? If we want to canvass for you, make phone calls, make a donation?
Sure. First point of contact, I would say, is my website, www.johnronquillo.com. You can also find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, at John, the number 4, Aurora. You can get in touch with me in any of those ways. You can email me at john@johnronquillo.com. I want to be as accessible as I can, but you know, we're down to the wire. We've got 3 weeks left. Get involved. I'm tired of asking people for money. I want to ask for your vote. I cannot carry forward this vision, this desire to do good things for this community without your vote. So ballots are in the mail. They're on their way to your homes. Fill them out, get them in. Let's do this.
Yep. Sounds good. Well, thanks for your time, John.
Thanks, Dylan.
Good luck. Oh, that's the person I'm looking for. Candice, can we come to the side so that it's not as noisy?
Yes, we can go to the side. Where do you want me?
All right.
Dawn's recording me.
Oh, okay.
So Candice, Candice is running for at-large Aurora City Council. And what are you thinking? What's on your mind right now?
Knocking
primarily.
doors. Getting with the people and making sure that we are talking and that we're looking at how we're helping our community. What does that look like? Is it genuine? And it's not just about knocking doors and getting people to vote for you. It's also getting people to know that I'm already active in community and that I'm here regardless of whether or not a placard says councilwoman or not. I'm in the city, I'm doing the work, and this is just an extension of what I already do, really, by me talking to people and finding out what they need in their specific community.
Yeah.
It's really important that I'm talking with people at their door because things have changed so drastically since COVID, since all of these things that we've experienced. And I really feel like I've been kind of disconnect from the community in a lot of ways. So for me, this is really important. This is what I do anyway. And
what inspired you to run? Like
well,
were you just like, God, this is ridiculous, like I need to go out there and the system's not working, I gotta make...
Well, it was a culmination of factors. I've already been doing the work, and so when certain things transpired with the Mayor Pro Tem and Nicole Johnston leaving Ward 2, it really kind of put me into action, because all of the work that I was doing would essentially go down the toilet if we had someone who was opposing a lot of the things that we had worked really hard to get enacted, even to get heard and seen by the council. And so it was almost a do or die at that point in February when I threw my hat in the ring, because I said to myself, if we do not have someone who is working for the interest of the people, we will have someone who is working against the interest of the people. And that would make everything that I was doing in the background even harder to accomplish. And so it was just the smartest thing. It was what the people need. They need someone who will go out and do this. This is a responsibility to my children, to my soon-to-be granddaughter. I have a responsibility, just like we all do in this community, to engage civically and to make sure that we are saying and taking action for the things that are helpful in our community.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, well, is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, let's go.
Okay, all right, and how do we get involved in working for you to get you elected? Where can we go?
So you can go to www.CandiceBailey for Aurora, FOR, not the number, .com. You can register to be a volunteer. You can meet up every Saturday here at Highline Park at 10 a.m. We are out canvassing. I door knock every day. I dial every day and call people. And I can always use a friend and a partner in crime. My husband is out every day doing the same things. We're not hard to find. We're not hard to reach out to as usual. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can send me a personal message, and I'd love to hang out with you, get to know you, and knock doors with you. We always need money. We need a mailing for GOTV this week, Get Out the Vote. And so we're really looking for another $6,000. Please donate. It's on my website. And this is for the people, by the people, with the people. So we really need people power.
Awesome. Thanks, Candice. Good luck.
Thank you, Dolan. Thank you so much.
Can I get your name?
Dolan.
You're listening?
Nap.
And what are you recording for?
A group called Aurora Ideas.
And why were you in mediation?
That's perfect.
So my last name is KNAPP.
Oh, whoops. That
Yeah.
changed. Thanks.
Yeah.
A little.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you, everyone, so much for being here. My name is Jessica Campbell Swanson, and I have the honor and privilege of working for both Crystal Murillo and Brian Lindstrom, our Ward 1 and Ward 2 candidates, and our incumbent city councilwoman. Very excited. So I just want to take a quick second because we want to just make this go as smoothly as possible. We're not going to have every candidate give a stump because obviously that would take a while, because we have such incredible engagement. We have 5 seats open on Aurora City Council and 4 seats open on Aurora Public School Board, and all of those seats have candidates that are Democrats that are awesome and dedicated to the people. So I'm going to give you, I'm going to give you a rundown, and then we do have some very special speakers here that are here today to support our candidates. So here's the rundown. We've got Crystal Murillo, Councilwoman Crystal Murillo.